you get when you take one of the most pure supercars ever built and make it just a little bit more? This is the McLaren GTS, and at $219,400, it might just be the smartest supercar buy in the world. Welcome to RPM Universe. The world of supercars is a battlefield. On one side, you have the flamboyant, attention-grabbing Lamborghinis. On the other, the timeless, technical masterpieces from Ferrari. And then there's McLaren, the obsessive, engineering-driven outlier that builds cars for one reason: to deliver the most visceral, unfiltered driving experience possible. The GTS isn't a replacement for the GT, it's its evolution. It sits in that sweet spot between a comfortable Grand Tourer and a razor-sharp track weapon. But with a starting price kissing $250,000, the question is simple: does it deliver enough to justify its place in the supercar pantheon? Today, we're breaking down every spec, every line, and every direct competitor to find out. If you think you know McLaren, think again. Subscribe, and let's begin. Let's start where every supercar conversation should, with the heart. Nestled behind the cabin is McLaren's masterpiece, the M840TE, a 4.0-liter, twin-turbocharged V8 that is an absolute jewel. The numbers are intoxicating. This engine produces 626 horsepower and a brutal 465 pound-feet of torque. Now, in the era of 1,000-plus horsepower electric hyper-saloons, that might not sound earth-shattering, until you remember one critical thing: weight. The McLaren GTS has a dry weight of just 3,274 pounds. That's lighter than a Toyota GR Supra. This power-to-weight ratio is what defines the experience. McLaren quotes a 0 to 60 miles per hour time of just 2.9 seconds, and it will keep pulling all the way to a top speed of 203 miles per hour. But the magic isn't just in the stopwatch, it's in the delivery. The twin-turbo spool with shocking immediacy, eliminating the lag of older supercars. The power builds with a ferocious linear scream that pins you to the carbon fiber seat. It's paired with a 7-speed seamless shift gearbox that delivers shifts so crisp and instantaneous, they feel like a single continuous surge of acceleration. This isn't just fast, it's brutally, surgically efficient. But raw speed is useless if you can't live with it, and this is where the S in GTS does all the heavy lifting. The GTS takes the already stunning design of the GT and adds a more aggressive, purposeful edge. It features new front-end styling, new lightweight 10-spoke wheels as standard, and a stunning new Aurora Blue carbon fiber package option. But the real story is the philosophy. The GTS is built around the idea of a super GT, a car you can actually use, and they've made tangible improvements to prove it. The powertrain mountings have been revised to be even more refined, reducing noise and vibration in the cabin at cruising speeds. It's a more civilized beast. Step inside, and you'll find one of the most ergonomic and driver-focused cockpits in the business. It's a sanctuary of Alcantara and Nappa leather. But unlike some of its rivals, it's not cluttered or intimidating. The driving position is perfect, the digital instrument cluster is crystal clear, and the portrait-style infotainment screen is actually intuitive to use. And then there's the party trick: practicality. The GTS features a front luggage compartment, but more importantly, it has a huge rear boot under the tailgate. We're talking 15 cubic feet of space. You can fit a full set of golf clubs back there, or 2 large suitcases. That is a level of usability you simply do not get in a Ferrari F8 Tributo or a Lamborghini Huracán. This is a supercar you could genuinely take on a week-long road trip. Of course, at this price, you're not just buying a car, you're picking a side in one of the greatest rivalries in automotive history. The 200,000-plus supercar segment is a gladiator's arena. The McLaren GTS has 3 primary rivals, each representing a completely different philosophy. First, the Ferrari Roma. It's the GTS's most direct competitor in spirit. It's a front-engined 2+ coupe focused on GT elegance and high-speed comfort. The Ferrari has the badge, the intoxicating V8 soundtrack, and arguably more visual drama, but the McLaren fights back with a mid-engine layout for superior balance, a more engaging, raw driving feel, and that crucial, everyday usability with its larger boot. The Roma is a masterpiece of theater. The GTS is a masterpiece of engineering. Next, the Lamborghini Huracán Technica. This is the track-focused, wild child alternative. It has a screaming, naturally aspirated V10 that is a religious experience to rev out. It's more extroverted and aggressive. The McLaren's advantage? It's the more refined, more comfortable, and more livable machine. The GTS gives you 90% of the Lambo's track day thrill, while also being a car you can drive to the grocery store without needing a chiropractor afterward. Finally, the Audi R8. It shares its engine and platform with the Lamborghini, offering a more subdued, daily driver-friendly supercar experience. The R8 is brilliant, but it's at the end of its life cycle and feels less special, less cutting edge than the carbon-tubbed McLaren. The GTS offers a more modern, technologically advanced, and lighter package. The McLaren's ultimate advantage in this fight is its balance. It's not the most flamboyant, nor the most track-focused, nor the most classically beautiful. It is, however, arguably the most complete, the most usable, and the most intelligently designed supercar of the bunch. So, is the McLaren GTS a $219,400 supercar worth your money? The answer is a resounding yes, if your priority is the driving experience above all else. It's a car that refuses to compromise on the thrill of driving, yet has been thoughtfully engineered to be a part of your life, not just a garage queen. It's the thinking person's supercar, a technical tour de force wrapped in one of the most usable and beautiful packages on the planet. Now, the debate is yours, the RPM universe. This is a fiercely competitive segment, and we need to hear your verdict. Let us know down in the comments. If your wallet was limitless, which one are you taking home? The sophisticated and usable McLaren GTS, the theatrical Ferrari Roma, or the screaming wild Lamborghini Huracán? Your opinion is what fuels this channel. So if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most compelling supercars of the decade, do us a huge favor and smash that like button. And if you want to stay on the cutting edge of automotive excellence, you need to be subscribed with that notification bell turned on. We have so much more incredible content coming your way. Thanks for watching RPM Universe. Until next time, drive passionately.